The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution by Ravensburger.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
And today we are playing Sanssouci. This is from Ravensburger. This is a tile laying game that is all about creating cool looking gardens. Now, you can see that we have a main playing board here. This is what we are going to be using as our score track around the outside there. And then we are going to have tiles. We already have stacks of them, and those are going to be placed face up in these spots. And we are going to have a deck of cards. We each have the same deck, but they are shuffled, and they are going to have various things on them. So, for instance, if we play this card here, that means we can look here and we can take any of the fountains that are present. Now, if we do take a fountain, so just for the sake of argument, say this was a fountain, then I would have to place this on the blue row on my player board. So let's look at the player board here. So you start off, you're going to have your little meeples, which are your noblemen up here. The first row is already completed, but as you take a tile, so for instance, say we did take this from the blue row, I would look at the blue row and I would have to place it right there, okay? If for whatever reason, say if I picked this from the white row, you'll notice that that white row is already taken. So what I can do is I flip this over to the gardener side, and I can either place it somewhere in that column or in the white row. Now what you want to do ideally is use these gardeners to fill in spaces like right here, because you're going to be moving your noblemen throughout the, you're going to be moving them down the column or following paths in order to score points. And you score points based on what row they finish on that turn. So if we moved our nobleman down here, we would score 3 points on the score track. Really cool thing about these game boards, they're double-sided. So they have different layouts on each side. There are 4 that come with the game, so you have 8 different layouts that you're going to be able to choose from. So to show you some of the other cards that we have a card like this that shows white and blue. So that means that we can take any tile in either the white or the blue areas, and then we put those on those corresponding spaces on our board. We also start the game with 2 bonus tiles, or not bonus tiles, bonus cards. I'm going to show you what mine are. Megan, don't look.
Not looking.
So I am going to get bonus points at the end of the game for my meeples that are furthest on these columns, or in these columns. And then that will give me the points based on how far down they are. Megan has her own. So what we do is we have 18 cards in our color deck. Each player has identical cards. We shuffle those up. We deal out, or we draw 2 off the top, and that's what we start from. We play 1 card to determine which tile we take, and then we can move our noble down on our player board. Now, the gardener tile that I talked about earlier, you cannot stop on that tile. Basically, you use that to kind of connect the rows so your noblemen can move down. And they can move down, they have to end in the same column that they started. But for instance, if I had this area here completed, then I could actually move him down and say if I had a blank, I could move him down there and I would score 2 points. So basically, they are going to go horizontally when they need to based on the paths, but they always have to end up into the same column that they started off with. The game is played over 18 rounds. That is the number of cards that you have. So when you've played your last card, that signifies the end of the game. The game also comes with these neat little scoring cards that I actually wish some of the other games had this. So the scoring track goes from 0 to 50. So when you pass that, then you put this down next to the board. If you scored some ungodly number of cards or points, you flip that over and there is 100 on there. in all the games we've played, we've never come close to
I
needing
think
that
in
100.
a 3 or 4 player game you might, because you probably have more tiles.
You will have tiles, but you're still going to have the same number of turns. So
It may just work out better, though, the ones you end up drawing.
it also could be that we're not scoring to our potential that we could. Because just because you can doesn't mean you have to go as far down on a row. You could only go 2, score 2 points. Your next turn, you can move down to the third one if it's completed and doesn't have a gardener there, and score 3 more points. So I guess ideally you could score, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 6 is 21. So you could score 21 points for 1 noble if you wanted to throughout the course of the game. Chances are you're probably not going to do that, because that means that you only have 18 cards and you're moving. That was 6 moves right there, so you've only got 12 more moves. So you're probably not going to do that. What else am I
I
doing?
think that's good.
Okay, so we will shuffle up our deck and get ready to play. Okay, we've shuffled up, and this is one of those rare games where it actually says the older player gets to go first. So that's kind of nice.
Mm.
So let me look at my bonus cards again and remember what it is I need to go for. And we'll talk about the end of game scoring, because there's a couple little things to go over there. Looking at what is on the board, trying to see what it is I really need. And I can't believe I forgot what that was already. Okay, so I will play the fuchsia and blue.
Turquoise.
Okay, that looks blue to me.
It says turquoise.
And I will take, this, which is the blue, and I will place that all the way down here.
Okay.
I will go ahead and move this noble 2 spaces, so that will
2
score
points.
me 2 points. And then at the end of your turn, you draw up, so you have 2 cards left in your hand.
I'm going to play same card you did, actually, and I'm going to take one of the stairs.
Well, you didn't have much option there.
Yeah.
Stairs or stairs if you want to blue.
So do that, and I'm going to move that guy down for 2.
Okay. I'll play the gazebo, and there's only one gazebo on the board, which is the blue, and I will place him right there.
Okay.
I will move this noble down 2 for 2 points.
Okay. I have stairs, and the only stairs there are the blue, so since that one's taken, I'm going to have to make it a gardener. And I'm going to put that gardener right there. And then I'm going to move this guy down there for another 2 points.
I will play my orange and fuchsia, and I will take this little tree thing, and I will place
Shrubbery.
Shrubbery. I will, place that right there. Got to make sure my paths line up. And do I want to move a guy? I'll move a guy. I'll move this guy. You know, gotta give me 1 though. You like saying shrubbery.
Shrubbery. It's a fun word. So I'll take this orange spiral, and I'll put it there. And then I'll move that guy for 2.
Okay, I will place my fuchsia and white. I will take, well, nope, that's a maze. Not what I wanted. I will take this one, though, for white. And I can place that guy right there, and I will move this guy down for 2. We'll leapfrog right there.
That works, because then I'll play my fuchsia and white, and I'll take that white spiral there, and this guy will jump down for 4 points.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'll play a statue, and since there is no white statue on the board, or any statue whatsoever, I will take, I'm going to take this right here and flip that over to a gardener, and I will put that in the white spot on my statue area, and I will move this guy down for 3 points.
Okay. I'm going to play the statue as well. And this one, and the white one's already taken, so I'm going to make that a gardener. And that guy's going to go down for 3 points.
Alright, I will play my Hedge Maze. I can take one in either blue or fuchsia. I think I'll take blue.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. It looks blue to me.
It's turquoise. That does not look blue.
Does not look blue. I will move this guy down for 2 points.
Okay. I'll play my white and fuchsia, or fuchsia turquoise. Now you got me saying that. Colorblind. So I'll take that staircase and the turquoise, and that's already taken. So I will just put that right there. And this guy can actually connect there for 4 points.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll play my little rose trellis thing there. There is a gray one. Actually, there's two, so I will take that, and I will place that on the gray area there. And I'm going to move this guy down, and that will be 3 points.
Okay.
And drop.
I'm going to play my wild card there. I'm going to take the white gazebo, and that one's already taken, but I'm going to make that a gardener there. And I'm just going to move that guy down for 1.
Yeah, because you can't stop on a garden. I'll play my fuchsia or
turquoise.
White. Turquoise. I'm going to say fuchsia.
That's what I did too, though. So.
Okay, you got me flustered here. And I will take this statue, and I will put that statue right there. And I will move this guy down for 1.
I'll play the little trees there, and I'll take that white one, and that's already taken, so I'll just make that guy a gardener, and I'm just going to move that guy down for 1.
Alright, I'll play my...
orange and turquoise.
Looks like orange and blue. And you know, that is the color of the University of Illinois.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to take this trellis there and place it there, but I'm only going to move this guy down 1 spot for 3 points.
Okay.
Because one thing I didn't mention is whenever you go down, you cannot end your turn on anything higher than where you started.
I'll play my fountain, and I'll take this pink one right there, and then I'm just going to move that guy down for 1.
Okay. I'm play my little circular thing there, and I'm going to take this orange one, and I will place that right there, and I will be able to move this nobleman down to that, and that will be 4 points.
And play my orange and gray. I'm going to take this gazebo, and that one's already there, but flip it over and make it a gardener.
Here's where the cards are against me.
But are they against humanity?
Well, I am a member of the human race, so I guess technically they are. Alright, I'll play my blue, and let's go with this one right here, my little circular thing there, and I'll move this guy down, and that will be 4 more points.
Okay, I'm going to play the orange and fuchsia, and I'll take this orange fountain. So I'll move this guy over and there for 5 points.
Well, whoops. I'll play my wild card, and I'll take this, which is a white, place that there, and I will score 2 points.
Well, don't have that many options, so I have a trellis. So I'll take that gray one there, and then I can't really move anyone else down, so I'm just kind of stuck there.
Well, I will place that, and the only one that's, I guess there are
There's
2
two.
on the
There's
board.
white and
I will
fuchsia.
take the fuchsia one. Put that down there. Too bad I don't have that connected. I don't have anything else connected, so I'm only gonna be able to get 1 point.
I'll play my maze, and I'll take an orange one and just put it there, and I'm still not moving anybody. It's just kind of hurting me. Don't take what I want. Because
Well,
it just came up. And I could score some stuff if you...
well, unfortunately, because my cards have things that correspond to things on the table that I have free spaces for, I would have to take them. And unfortunately, it's not where I want them to be.
Please don't take the one I want, though.
Please, Minister, please don't play B17. Oh, man. I don't want to do either one of those, but I will play
No!
Fountain, and I'll take this.
Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good.
And
We're
unfortunately,
good.
I can't move any of my guys down, so I'm not going to get any
We're good,
points
though.
around.
We're good. We're good. It's okay, because I can take that blue fountain. Ooh. That helps.
See, another blue fountain comes up.
I don't care. That's cool. So I get 6 points for that. So, right there. Take the lead without one move. Yes.
Okay.
And please don't take the other card that I want now, too.
Well, here's something helpful because I want to play Grand Staircase, and there is no Grand Staircase out there. So what I will end up doing is taking, I'm going to take this, and I'll place it, well, this is going to be it's going to be a gardener. Now, I can actually go backwards, go over, and I can't stop where there's another guy. I can't stop where there's a gardener, but I can move him to there, and that's 5 points.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. So I got a gazebo, thankfully. That's what I needed to complete that row, so that guy can go down. And 6 points, please.
So I'm going to do that. I'll play an orange, and I will take this statue dude and place him there, and I will move him down and get 4 points.
Okay.
Now I do not have any more cards to draw from, so the game will end in 2 rounds. There's one tile I want you to take.
Oh, not putting pressure on me or anything there. That's cool.
Do you think of this as like the Garden of Versailles?
Could be.
Where Madame de Pompadour might have walked through.
So
That's our obligatory Doctor Who reference.
I'm gonna play that.
Because I think there's a fireplace
Probably.
somewhere in there.
So I could take a pink or a gray.
Pink.
Blue. Sorry, I'm colorblind today.
A blue? Not a turquoise?
Whatever, okay?
I'm sorry, that's blue.
It's turquoise, technically.
Turquoise is a form of blue.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm taking a gray or a blue. So I'm just gonna take the fountain. The fountain's already there.
Blue fountain you already have.
But I'll connect there so that guy
Oh, nice.
can go there for 6 points. I was like, I knew I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I forgot it for a minute. Sure distracted me.
Unfortunately, you did not take the one I wanted you to take.
But I got points, so I'm happy.
Oh, but this actually works. Okay, so I can take this purple statue, and I can place that there. Actually, this guy looks like kind of like the Sunsinger statue over at Allerton Park, which is really close to where we're at. So I can move that guy there.
Move him down.
I'm going to move a different guy down. This guy connects all the way around to there, and that will be 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not bad.
No, I kind of like that.
I'm gonna play that shrubbery, so I'll take this pink one, and then I can move that guy there for 5 points. Please. Thank you.
Unfortunately, this card exists. I have to take this one here, and I do have that open gray spot, unfortunately. So that's going to go there. But what I can do is I can move this guy all the way down for another 6 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've crossed the 50 mark.
Okay.
So I'll put that down, and I'm out of cards.
Okay, so there's that. I'll take this gray trellis. Gray one's already there. So that actually isn't going to do me any good because I can't do that. Never mind. It's not going to matter whatever I take, so I'll just take that. Just put it there. And I can't move anyone else down further, so that's it for me.
Okay, so before we get to the trophy presentation, I do want to point out we do score based on the rows that we completed, and the first row is always completed, so we don't count that. Megan, did you have any completed rows?
No.
And I did not either.
We have completed columns.
Now, completed columns are 5 points apiece. So, which completed column do you have? Oh, you have that one there.
Yeah, just the gazebo.
So you're going to get 5 more points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts you past 50. So your 50 card goes up there.
And then we have the bonus one.
Then we have the bonus, but we are going to go ahead and score the bonus off camera, so to build up a little bit of suspense on who gets the trophy.
I won.
Yeah.
I had a pretty garden.
You do have a prettier garden, I guess. Final score was Megan had 65 and I had 62. So a close game.
Yeah.
And I think all the games we've had have been fairly close scoring. The tiebreaker, if everybody scores the same, that goes off the number of gardeners that you have. And I know you've got a lot of gardeners. I think I only have 2, and you have 3, 6, 7?
Yeah.
7 gardeners. So if we would have tied, you would have won the tiebreaker. Okay, so as far as the bonus cards, you score based on the number spot that they are on as far as the row. So
the row doesn't have to be completed.
Correct. So I got 5 points for this guy because he's on the number 5 spot down here. And then for this, I was all the way down, so that was 6. So that was 11 bonus points for me.
And then I got 12 because I was all the way down with the stairs and the gazebo.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to what we think. Okay, I'll start since the oldest player is supposed to start in this game. I like the game. Really kind of cool. I like the variability of having the cards and the tiles that come up, the variable boards. Like I said, there are 4 boards that are double-sided. So adds a lot of replayability. The stock on these things,
nice.
That is nice and thick.
And they're glossy.
They are glossy. The artwork on the cards and the tiles, actually, and the boards too, I really like as well. The only one little quibble I might have is how thin these noble meeples are, and I have a tendency to knock these over more as opposed to the normal ones, like say in Carcassonne or something.
Yeah.
But that's a very minor quibble. Bonus points for including both green and blue, so that we can maintain our normal colors. So that was kind of cool. And then the addition of the bonus cards, I think, also kind of adds that hidden feeling. If you kind of watch what other players are doing, you may get an idea of what they're trying to do. But, they could also just be, it's the luck of the draw of the cards that they have. So I think that's really cool. Megan, what do you think?
I really like this game. I think it's really cool aspect of tile laying with also, like, what cards you draw and then what tiles are up for, like, sale, kind of. So I think that's an interesting way for like a different tile laying game. It's not like Carcassonne where you're just drawing them and then you just kind of have to put them. You actually have to have some strategy because you kind of have a preview as well with the cards in your hand.
Right, and having 10 tiles to choose from, you can strategize at what you want to do with that.
And that's pretty helpful for me because I'm pretty good strategizing on some stuff.
Yeah, for the most part you are.
Because I can think ahead and start planning my moves out, so...
I think it's really kind of cool that they included these cards.
Yeah.
To keep the board small, which is, it's nice. But to have these just as a marker, I know that's one of the biggest complaints I have with Carcassonne was that they don't have something like that. I mean, because, you lay the guy down when you pass the 50 and, sometimes we forget, did I go around 3 times or 4? Sort of thing. So I like that. But no, really good game. This is a game that really wasn't on a lot of people's radars, I don't think. In fact, I can't remember when this came out. I happened to see Rado, he had it on one of his walkthroughs. So that's kind of what sparked the interest in me in order for us to get it.
Game came out in 2014, or at least that is when the copyright is on the rulebook.
Okay, so it is fairly new. But it's very cool. I know the, what's that game store that's at the mall?
Dr. G's Brain World?
Yeah, they actually carry a lot of Ravensburger's games, and they had this on their shelves.
Yeah.
So it can be found. I don't know if this is one that your local game store will have, but, check with them.
Yeah.
Definitely check with them first. I'm sure you can probably find it online.
Yeah.
So the game does come with a little advanced play, so after you've played this a lot, then has 4 of these tiles, and they are different front to back. So once you are comfortable enough with the game, when your meeples come down on here, you'll score bonus points. And then where the red is at, if you have a gardener, or basically if you fill this in with the appropriate tile, you will lose points. I think that'll wrap it up, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye. Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.
And as you can see, this game has been Gerberized.